Good morning. We are back at Greta's Flair today, and we are being joined by the owner, Julie. And every time we come here, Julie, it is such a great experience. You help educate us, you help fit us, and you help us look a little sexy, which I really appreciate. Okay, we're going to talk about bras. There's one for everyone. How do I know when I need a new bra? Let's start there.
The support tends to be a lot more relaxed.
Okay.
You'll find that it's starting to bag a little bit. You're on the tightest hook. The straps are starting to slide on a regular basis.
Yeah.
So it's time.
Like, I find mine start to lose elasticity along the side. That's where I notice it first. And then, yeah, you get this like massive gap. I'm going to show you on the model here, but you start to see this like big, huge hole here. This is beautiful set, by the way. Yeah.
So when it starts to relax, it's time for a new bra.
Okay.
The more bras you have, the longer they last.
Oh, okay. Because you can rotate them.
Yeah, if you rotate them, they don't break down as fast. If you're only wearing 1 or 2 bras, the shelf life is going to be about 6 months.
Oh, that's not very long.
So the more bras you have,
the better off you'll be.
The better off you'll be. The more support you'll feel.
Okay. This is a beautiful set. Now, this doesn't have like, I'm always nervous to wear a bra like this because I feel like my boobs are going to end up down here.
No, this is the elevated allure. One of the things that's really nice is it's got the power netting here, so it actually is set to lift you an inch.
Oh, lift you an inch?
Lift you an inch. It's a really great bra. It comes in, as you see, wire-free as well as underwired. This is one of the fashion colors that we have.
Okay.
And
it's beautiful.
It comes out in seasonal colors as well as the black and the nude.
Okay. My next question. As I'm getting older and as I'm continuing to eat and eat and eat, I'm getting this like weird pocket of like back fat. And then when I put my bra on, it like squishes weird. How do I fix that?
Okay, so one of the things that I recommend after you got your bra on, first of all, you have to hope that you can reach behind.
Okay.
When you got your bra on, as soon as you first put it on, everything shifts up.
Yeah.
So what you want to do is just kind of lift it, let everything drop down, and you'll have a nice smooth back.
Okay, because yeah, it starts to get a little bunchy up here. I love a lot of the accessories that you have. Let's talk a little bit about these and why these are important.
So the bra extenders are great because during the day, you start out, everything's kind of flat. By the end of the day, you notice that your belly distends. So some people, rather than taking off your bra and just winging it onto the couch, you put the bra extender on. With the extender, it takes you up 1 band size, but it gives you the opportunity to go in and out.
Okay, so you can extend as the day goes on. I've never actually done that, but that's such a brilliant idea. And why wouldn't I do that?
Because now you know.
I've never known before, but now I do.
Yeah, it's like the bra extenders are great. It's like some people are not ready to buy a new bra. Their bras are getting a little tight, so they'll pick up an extender, and it just relaxes it enough that you can breathe. Okay,
we have so much to talk about, so I know we're running out of time in this segment, but Julie carries everything here from mastectomy products.
From AA to O.
And mastectomy products. So you got the full range of size here at Greta's Flair. We are going to be talking about some of the fall fashion that you have coming into winter. And as we get closer to Christmas, let's start thinking about those gifts. Lots more coming up on Morning Live from Greta's Flair. Back at Greta's Flair, and we were discussing bra sizes. You go from an
Double
A to O, and everything in between, because let's face it, not everybody's body is the same, and women have different shapes and sizes, and keeping the girls comfortable is really, really important. Now, I understand that some women think that having large breasts is actually more difficult to fit, but you're telling me it's the opposite?
Yes, sometimes smaller breasts are more of a challenge to fit because you get people that smaller breasts, which means they're firmer, and they want cleavage because they're petite.
Yeah.
Trying to get the cleavage in there is really difficult to do, so it's like having like a little bit of extra padding.
Right.
But the sizing, it's very difficult with small breasts.
Yeah.
And it's like it's challenging to find a bra that they find is comfortable, gives them the look that they're wanting. And so when people think that the larger breasts are hard to fit, sometimes the smaller breasts are more challenging.
Okay, well, I mean, every size you can imagine is here, and every comfort, every shape, every color. I mean, the array of selection that you have here is astounding. Holiday time. It's time to get shopping.
It's time to get shopping for the holidays. One of the things that's finally back is diamond tea robes. Diamond tea robes are exquisite, They last. Like, I mean, all of us have our robes, and we've had our robes for like 10, 15, 20 years.
I want one of these so badly.
They are, it's just, it feels like luxury and home all at once.
Yeah, really beautiful robe, and the lingerie underneath, the set to match.
The Prima Donna bra and panty. This is Deauville. This is our colors for fall. Deauville is comfortable, beautiful. They come from Belgium. They're engineered to last.
I feel like European products, especially when it comes to lingerie.
We carry a lot of European products.
They're like top notch, though.
They are, because Europe, they've been around forever,
It's
and
true.
they've had the time to engineer and try and build beautiful products.
This is another of your fall line.
That's the diamond tee as well in the plum.
Okay, and look, you've got even matching bras. Beautiful. And what do we call that, a nightie?
A chemise.
A chemise. Nightie's not the wrong word. Is that the right word?
It's
No?
a chemise.
It's a chemise. It's chemise underneath your robe. Beautiful products, and I know some of these do come made for like mastectomy products.
That is a mastectomy bra. And just because there's pockets in it doesn't mean that you can't wear it as a non-mastectomy bra. One of the nice things is it's got the support, because it's designed to hold prosthetics, it's built to support. And so as a wire-free bra, even non-mastectomy, it's like they love it. And the beauty of this one is it's designed with lots of hot pink in it for Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Oh, that's amazing, which is October, which is the month that we are in. This is why we are discussing everything in such detail with Julie. And coming up, you're going to take us downstairs.
I am.
We're going to check out some of the mastectomy products that Julie offers, so don't go anywhere. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. We are at Greta's Flair with Julie. And Julie, we're talking about all the different shapes and sizes that women can be. And you are the type of person that somebody needs to visit with before their surgery.
Yes. It's really important to go get the information, see the products, feel the products, because it's a lot easier to deal with the devil you know.
Yeah.
So when you're going through this, first of all, I'm going to go to the first thing, which I think I show every time you come.
Yeah, but it's
because
awesome.
it's so important. So I put it inside out so you can see it. So this is from Amona. This is the post-surgical camisole. So it has the openings to hold the puff, and the puff breathes so the air gets to the incision while it's healing.
Yeah.
It's soft so it doesn't hurt. And then you have removable pouches to hold, they Velcro out to hold the drains.
So smart.
And it's designed to step into. The fabric is soft, it's comfortable.
Yeah. And it helps to kind of keep everything where it's supposed to be while you're healing.
Well, it doesn't give you as much support as a bra.
Right.
But it gives you a little bit of support for the existing breast, and the drain holder is probably one of the things that everybody loves.
It's the best thing. Okay, so we've got that for surgery, and then...
Okay, so before we go to that...
Okay.
Now this is a compression bra, front closure compression bra. This works for lumpectomies.
Okay.
So any kind of breast surgery, actually. So if you're going for a reduction or a lift or anything like that, it's going to give you good support, but it's still going to be soft and comfortable. And it's a front closure. So once you have surgery, you can't reach behind because you can't do the pulling. So it's a front closure, which makes it so much easier to get into.
Okay.
And it also has pockets. So if you have a prosthesis,
that's where you can put it.
That's where you can put it.
Okay. Now, speaking of partial and prosthesis, I mean, there are so many different shapes, sizes. There's one for everybody.
Yeah. One of the things that's great is different sizes, different depths, different thicknesses. So we've got one of the thinner
Thinner products.
Thinner prosthesis.
Oh, yeah.
And this is like a full weight fabric, and it's got the Comfort Plus in the back, which actually helps.
So
Let me turn this around.
soft.
So this helps to keep your temperature a little bit more normalized. And then if you have quite a bit removed, we have a larger, thicker breast form to help balance out. So these are meant for balance when you've had a lumpectomy or you have a distinct size difference.
Okay, now you showed me something that's not even on the market yet, but this is new technology.
This is new technology. It's brand new, and it'll be coming for launch probably in the next month or so. Now this is Amona. They are now going into custom prosthetics.
That's incredible.
So it's 3D imaging, and they scan your chest wall, and there's a lot of scanning and everything going into it to make sure that this fits the most difficult chest walls post mastectomy.
Wow.
So you have the full weight, and then you have the air. Now the air one actually comes with a little valve.
I was just about to say, is that a valve that you can let the air in and out, kind of?
It comes with a pump. So what it does is you can increase it and decrease it, because with some people, if they're still menstruating, they have the size difference when they're going into PMS.
Yeah, of course.
And it's like if their other breast is going to expand,
the other one better too.
This actually makes it possible to stay it matched, keep it comfortable.
Incredible.
And it's unique to each individual person.
Okay, well, coming up, we're going to be talking about some of the other items that you need if you are going through breast cancer surgery, if you're recovering from surgery. There's so much more coming up from Greta's Flair. This is the type of place that if you want to be educated in any way, shape, or form, Julie is your girl. Stay with us. We've got lots more coming up on Morning Live. Not only does Julie sell some of the most amazing and important products, but you come to Greta's Flair for your knowledge. Something like this. A lot of women don't think about the fact that they can't sleep on their sides after surgery, breast surgery. Something like this, comfortable, helps you sleep on your back while being a little bit elevated.
I was going to say it helps you stay elevated.
Yeah.
And it actually works as a buffer to keep your arms off your sides.
Yeah.
When you have your lymph nodes removed, the mastectomy on the chest wall is not usually where the pain is. That's numb. So where they take the lymph nodes, where the drains come out, a pillow like this for sleeping, this is going to be your best friend. It's a heart pillow. And the way it works is you put it underneath, and it works as a buffer to keep your arm off of the lymph node incision. And it just makes things a lot more comfortable. And there's also pillows that you can get online to buffer where your seatbelt goes, so it's not sitting up here.
And
where
these
it's
are
gonna be
things
really
that
tender.
like surgeons probably don't tell you, depending on your doctor and depending on your
Typically,
community, but you don't know.
They have so much focus there.
Yeah.
So they send them to me to explain everything to them.
Yeah, and insurance is always a big one too when it comes to some of these products.
Insurance, everything that you see here is covered by insurance. The bras, the breast forms.
But a lot of women wouldn't know that, or they wouldn't think.
Typically when they're going through that, there's so many heavier things to think about.
Yeah.
So what I've done is like I've had 20 years experience in gathering information so that I can help them get on their path to the right
That's
direction.
amazing. I love that you do that. Like that, it just must be such a huge relief for women that are going through something like this.
Yeah, it makes a huge difference. And it's
Yeah.
like not understanding their insurance. So it's like I explain to them what needs to be written on their prescription from their surgeon, because the insurance companies are changing, so the wording is so essential.
Yeah.
So it's like I'll write it out, so this is what it needs to say. The surgeons that deal with me regularly already have that written out.
They know.
So
They're
it
like,
makes-
oh, you see Julie. We know Julie.
And it just makes such a difference
Yeah.
in just navigating it. And then there's the government grant,
Yep.
which at this point in time covers $195 per side every 2 years, or $105 per side for a partial prosthesis. And
Wow.
we are in the process of lobbying to increase it. Quebec gets $560 per side.
Wow.
So
We need to get there.
we need to get there. It's
Yeah.
been the same for 20 years, almost 20 years.
Wow.
So actually, there's going to be meetings with the MPPs in regards to this. It's like there's a group that we've been in discussion with them for some time now. Our petition is still running. So I've spoken to you about the petition in the past. So the petition is still running.
Well, God bless you for all the wonderful things that you do.
It's not me. It's all of the fitters in Ontario.
Yeah.
Like we're all working together to get this moving. And it's at the point now where it looks like it's almost ready to go to Queen's Park.
That's
Hopefully.
incredible.
Hopefully.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers
But we are all
crossed.
here supporting you. Speaking of support,
Support.
this is the last thing that we're going to talk about that we have time for, but I think this is so important.
Okay, so this is what I use for light hernia compression. So this is a women's girdle. One of the other things that it works for is when you're having reconstruction, so the D-flap reconstruction that goes from the abdomen
All the way up.
This gives you that really good compression
And support.
It's like a really good hug, so you're not walking around holding a pillow on your belly all the time. It just makes everything so much more bearable.
And then you've got all sorts of shapes and sizes for hernias. I know you got a lot of phone calls the last time we were here about that.
I did.
So call Julie again if you're suffering from any kind of hernia, if you've got surgery, if you're coming up with surgery, or if you just have some questions about anything to do with reconstruction, prosthesis. She's got it all here. Thank you so much for having us.
Can I mention one more thing?
One more thing, but we really got to go.
Okay, so for the Cure lymph pads, so when you're dealing with any kind of pain or lymphedema, the Cure lymph pads sit, and it's like they're bumped to, like they have the bubbles there to make sure that it helps with the lymph flow.
With the drainage, and everything.
It just makes things so much more comfortable when it's tender.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much. Greta's Flair is where you can find all the information. And with Julie, you've got an Instagram, don't you?
I do.
Okay. What
Greta's
is it?
Flair.
Greta's Flair. Easy enough. All right. All the information will be on chch.com as well. Thanks again, Julie.
Thank you, Emily.